G'day, welcome back to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of the full campaign of Stalingrad 42 from GMT and Mark Simonich. I put the first turn up and had a little bit of feedback, and nobody's pointed out where I've screwed up totally, which is wonderful. So we're about to start turn 2. So looking at things to start with, we'll just have a look along the front line and see how things are going. So down here, well, sorry about that. Down here in the south, we haven't really had too much movement or anything else. We're just consolidating the Axis forces ready to go. We've got no restriction on movement this time, so that's good. Moving further along towards the center section, again, consolidation of troops, not a great deal happening there. We did a little bit of a punch here, but that was about it. I'm hoping to be able to bring some trouble down this way this turn, but I'll just have to see how things are going. And as expected, our major push was out through this northern aspect, and we've punched a bit of a hole, and hopefully now we can start to isolate some of these troops and start to take them out, and get up towards this area before it gets too built up. But I'm not going to hold my breath for that. So let's get into it. So turn 2. So this turn we're supposed to have gotten 1 VP. So if we don't get that, then yeah, I'm hoping to pick up this one for the Germans, and get a little bit of pressure up this way this turn as well. The Russian forces have consolidated as well, as best they could, and we'll all start getting some more we'll all start getting some reinforcements this time as well, so we'll see what happens. So weather-wise, again, it's summer, so we don't have to worry about any of that. So we go straight into collecting our air units, and again we have our 2 air units, so I'll just place them here ready to go. We don't have any train markers at the moment or fortifications. We get our 2 resource points, and again we're going to go for supplies. So I need to punch through here, but I've got lots of armor, so I might leave those ones at the moment. I need to punch through here, but I don't have much armor. So I'll probably need to bring one on down here towards, I don't even know if you can see what I'm bloody talking about. One down here for probably 6 army, so they can start a bit of a push. And I think we'll probably bring down one a little bit further south here for 1 Panzer army, because I think we've got more of a chance up this way than further down south at the moment to punch through. So that's where I'm going to put those. Spend SPs to flip. We don't have any, so there's no worry. Our reinforcements, and we pick up 5 reinforcements this turn. I'll just collect them. We have the 2nd Hungarian support, the 8th Italian support. We have a armor unit, we have a Panzer Grenadier unit, and we have a infantry unit. So the 2nd Hungarian I'm going to bring on up here, because this is where predominantly the Hungarians are. The Italians I'm going to bring on down south because that's where they're hiding. Let's see. Well, I shouldn't say hiding, where they're positioned over here. I need to get some more support down this way, but I'm going to use this down here as well. Infantry wise, I'm going to need lots of infantry to be able to punch and hold up there, so I'm going to bring that infantry up there, and the Panzer Grenadier I'm going to bring on down below as well, to start building up a panzer force to help to break through there. Righto. Replacements this time. The Germans pick up a special and an infantry. So we can use, let's see, we can use the special on this Panzer Grenadier, which I know is going to take him out of the fight mix for a bit, but that's okay. So we'll put him in there. Build him up. Sorry, just bumping stuff on the table. Okay, now an infantry. We do have the one infantry here which we could afford to use, which is up here. So I'm going to use my other replacement there on this infantry. Sorry about putting big hairy hands in the way. Okay, so that's done. No axis leaders and no planned offensive markers this time. So we're going straight into the movement phase. So I'll pause it there, work out where we're going to move, and then come back to you. Won't be long. Rightio, so we're ready to go. Okay, so the first thing I want to move is this Romanian cavalry unit, which is going to come up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into here, just to beef that up to full itself. 17th Panzer Army is going to come up 1, 2, along with this fella, 1, 2, 3. Like that. This little fella's going to move over 1, 2, 3 to there. So we can start to put some trouble into here. We're just going to move one panzer up, 1, 2. We'll bring on its supply unit. Half, 1, half, 2, half. The Italian artillery support unit goes half, 1, half, 2. This one comes on, goes half, 1, half, 2, half, 3, half, 4, half, 5 into there. And Panzer Grenadiers are going to come on here and go half, 1, half, 2, half, 3, half, 4. Sorry, can't do that. Over there and then up there, because if they go there, they've got to stop. Right, coming down towards the center section now. The sec unit's just going to move up into here, like that. The supply unit, oh, hang on, we'll do these first. This unit will move forward 1, 2, and sorry, wrong way around. There, there, 6th Army forward up to there. The supply unit comes on. Half 1, half 2, half 3, 4, 5. This unit here is just going to do a sidestep. This unit here is going to move forward, well, this stack I should say, so we can bring pressure on up here. Oops, my apologies again. These 2 units are going to slip back down here, and this unit will slip up like that. Over here, these will move straight sideways to here. These 2 units here will go 1, 2. Apologies. Replacement unit will come 1 forward. These units will come forward 1 to here. 4 Panzer is going to come forward half, 1, half to there. 2nd Hungarian will come on, and it's going to go half, 1, and stop there. And the infantry unit will come on, and is going to go let me get this right. 1, 2, 3 to there. And I think that's everybody. Okay, so that's our movement out of the way. So I've just tried to move forces forward to consolidate what we've got so we can get a few more attacks in and start to clear up some of these Soviet forces. Okay, so that's it. We're into the combat phase. So again, I'll pause it there, work out where the combats are, what the odds are, and then we'll come on back and play silly buggers again. Shan't be long. Rightio, back again. Okay, so we've got all in all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attacks to come in. But one of them is a auto DS. And when I get to that one, I'll just pause it quickly and quickly go back over the rule for that. But at the moment, we're going to start down here to the south, and we have a 4-to-1 attacking into here. There's no artillery support or anything else for this one. It's just a straight up 4-to-1. And we get a 6, which is a D1 advance 3. So the defender loses 1 step. So I'm surmising he wants to lose that, which is a single step unit. He can do a determined defense, but it is a -1, and I don't think that's really going to achieve much at the moment. So he's going to retreat his 3 hexes and go 1, 2, 3 and be marked as disrupted. Like that. We'll get rid of these. And we have an advance 3. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2. No, we're going to go 1, 2 to there, and he's going to stay there. No, he's not. He's going to come up to there. So that's a 1 to there, but then again we've got, 7 there and only 16 there, so it'd only be a 2-to-1, 1-to-1. It's just not worth it. So this is our next one here. It's a 3-to-1 and we're using 17th Army in support. 3-to-1. And we get a 2, which is a DR2 advance 2. Okay, defender must either retreat 2 hexes and become disrupted or conduct a determined defence. So I think he's going to do a determined defence here. He doesn't have any pluses, but he doesn't have any minuses either. So let's see how we go. And he gets a 5 for that. And a 5 in fortifications is safe. So, a success, but he loses 1. So he's going to lose again the naval infantry, but he doesn't have to retreat. Okay. Then we have this one here is at 3-to-1 as well, using support of the 8th Battalion support unit. Right, 3-to-1. Now 3, which is a DR2 advance 2 again. So let's get rid of those. Get rid of that. And again, he's got no support, no negative, so he's going to try for a determined defence. He gets a 1. In fortifications is a fail and the loss of 1 step. So you'll just take it there. Like that. He has to retreat 2 hexes and become disrupted. He's going to go 1, 2 to there. Disrupted, and we have an advance 2. Okay, so we're going to advance these guys here up to here. They're not doing anything else. Now these guys here, 17, no, they're not going to do any more either. We're whittling them down, but we're not killing them. Righto, and this is everything else down this way. So again, we have a 3-to-1 here with the support of 6th Army. Oops. 3-to-1 to a 3. Again, is a DR2 advance 2. Now, again, he can't do a determined defence because he's not doubled or anything else. Sorry, wrong one. Again, yeah, he's not. So he's got to go back 2. And he is going to come back this way, 1, 2 to the other side of the river. And be marked disrupted. And then we have an advance 2. So these guys are going to just advance to here. And these guys are going to advance to here. And that gives us still our Zoc bonds back around this way. And a lot of pressure onto these units now as well. Okay, next one is here, and this is a 4-to-1 using air. For a 4 is an A1, D1 advance 2. Okay, so let's take that off there. Put that over there. So they're going to lose that one because they don't want to take their armour down. And we'll take the infantry down. Again, they can't do a determined defence or anything. So they've got to go back A1, D1, making sure. Retreat 2. So they're going to go 1, 2 to try and maintain their Zockbond sort of thing. Be marked disrupted. And we have an advance 2. So we'll come over 1. And now we have Zockbond, 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 Zockbond. Because I don't think there's much chance. Oh, is there 8, 10, 20 would be 2 to 1, 3 to 1. Air is 4 to 1. But we can't reach him. Because this is where he was. That'd be advance 2, so no. So that's the best we can do there. Then we're down here for a 3 to 1 using the 2nd Hungarians. For a 5 is an A1, D1 advance 2. So again, they're going to want to lose this fella, not the NKVD unit. And we will take a loss on this Hungarian unit. Right. Now he's an elite unit, so that's a +1. He's also got a -1 from the CRT, but I think he's going to try and do a determined defence. So it's a straight up for him. Gets a 5 in fortifications. He is successful but loses a step. So these guys aren't going anywhere. Next, I'm going to do the DS last. We're going to do this one here as a 5 to 1. We have support from 4 Panzer Army. For 2. Bloody DRX. No! Okay, so we're going to smash down his armoured unit like that. And he is going to smash down one of our Panzer units. I'll put him on top like that. The defender must either retreat to or become determined. He can't do a determined defence. So, retreating 2, he'll go 1, 2. And we have an advance 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to advance this unit to the rear. 1, 2. We have Zockbonds for these units, and then this guy is going to advance 1, 2 to there. And I left this area open at the moment, but that's fine. Okay, so the auto DS I just want to have a quick look at it again. 8, 6, 15, 4. One breakthrough group, yep, so that's going to be that one. 8, 6. Defending units can suffer an automatic defense shattered result during that, yep. Okay, so we have an auto DS for this fella. So this bloke is automatically shattered. Righto. So I'm just trying to get this right. So my belief is that, is he just DS? Defender loses 1 step. Blah. Gone. Then this is our advanced group. So they can come movement of 4. So we've got 3, 6 there. We've got 5 there. Okay, so we're going to go 1 to here. And we're going to put in our breakthrough combat. So we have 10, 27 to 5. So that's a 5 to 1. With the elite is a 6 to 1. Okay. 6 to 1. For a 3 is a D1 advanced 3. So he loses a step. So I think he wants to lose this rather than lose his tanky. And retreat 3. I think he's just going to go back 1, 2, 3. Be marked as disrupted. We've only moved 1 at the moment. We'll move 2. We'll move 3 and pick up our first victory point. Yay! Okay. And we could move 1 more, but we'll just stay there. And then these guys can move there 2. So they're going to come over 1, 2. And these guys are looking pretty crook now. Okay, so during that, the Russians lost 2 naval infantry, 2 infantry, and 1 motorized infantry. And that's the end of the German combat phase. So, we don't have any disrupted or retreating units, but we can get rid of our replacement markers now. Put them back. Move our railheads. So we'll move this railhead up too. This railhead is still not moving. Neither is this one. This one can move up 1 into there. And this one can move up 1 into there. And that's it. Check the supply status of our units, and again the Germans have got everything in supply, so there's no isolation attrition. Spend SPs to flip units, and I think we've got one here at 6th Army. And one at 1 Panzer we didn't use, and I'm just going to change him over to a supply static marker like that. And that's the end of the Germans' turn. So we're on to the Soviet turn. So again, no air units, no train markers, fortifications under construction, and we have 2 at the moment. So these fortifications are now complete. Like that. Allocate 2 resources. Okay, so I think we're going to get 2 fortifications again. So of course, going around to the far side of the table, grab our fortifications. And I think we're going to continue our line. So we're going to put 1 here. And we're going to put 1 here, because we've got a minus city there. Spend SPs to flip. No. Soviet reinforcements. And the Soviets pick up 4 units this time. They get an armoured unit. A tank, cavalry, infantry, and a guards unit. So they have these 4 units. Now, where do we want to bring them on? So we could bring them on in this sort of area and then try and reinforce a loss, or we could bring them on into this area, into B sort of area, and start to get into these fortresses, which I think is probably the better idea. So we'll put all those up there. Our other thing that we can do is we can release 1 army this time as well, and I'm going to release 6th Army, 6th Reserve Army here. And I'm just going to mark him so I remember, because he starts overstacked. So he's going to have to move. Righto, so that's our reinforcements. Then we go into replacements, and the Soviets get 1 special. Okay, so I don't need that counter. Okay, 1 special. And they can use a special on a Navy, Mountain, NKVD. Artillery, Front HQ, Tank Brigade, Tank Destroyer. Okay, so our choices really are maybe this NKVD unit here, bring it back up to strength. That'll go from a 3 back to a 5. To try and hold that line a bit longer, but the trouble is that they're going to be isolated. They've got no way of getting out. 1, 2 to the road, but the road's blocked here. 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5's no good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's only going through 1. So he won't be isolated because he can get to the road through 1 zone of control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the same, but this bloke will be. So he would be a good bet. We can't use it on a Panzer. Tanks. We could build up the line down here a little bit more. What do we got here? An infantry. Or we could bring something back, a naval infantry. But I don't think that's going to achieve much. So I think realistically, it's going to be our NKVD unit here, because he can hold out for a while longer, like that. Okay, so that's our replacement. No leaders, no planned offences. We're into the movement. So I'll pause it there, do the movement, and we'll come on back. Rightio, so good to go. So movement-wise, we're going to move this infantry here, 1, 2, 3, 4, using extended movement, and bring him up to here. I'm going to move this cavalry unit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to there. Like that. And just down here a bit, we've got this unit here, which is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to start a second line up that way. Now over here, we're going to bring this unit forward 1, 2 to support there, and this unit forward 1, 2. Oops, that's no good. That was silly, wasn't it? Dude. They really need to stay there at the moment. I'm not going to move them. That was just stupid. Okay, into the center section now. Okay, so what I've got is this unit here is going to move. What was I doing there? Sorry. He's going to go 3, 4, 5 to there. This unit was going to go 3, 4, 5 to there. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And just beef those up a little bit. This unit here is simply going to go 1 back across the river. Like that. This unit or stack here is going to go 1 to the side. And these units are going to go 1 to here. And this guy here, disrupted, is going to go 1, 2 to there. This disrupted unit here is going to go 1, 2, again just cutting the corner. These ones here are going to go off the board, and they can come on and play next time. And so I don't forget them, I'm just going to leave that on there. Okay, these units up here, at the moment I've got 1 unit, 2 units, and a Duva. Righto. So the armoured unit is going to come on here, half 1, half 2, half 3, half 4, half 5, half 6 into there. The infantry unit is going to come on 1, 2, 3 into this fort here. The cavalry unit is going to come on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 into here. And the guards unit is going to come on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there, ready to come into here next time. Right, which leaves us with these little fellas here who are going to jump across the river and stop there. And then we have the reserve army, which is 4 infantry units. So the first 2 are going to come straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the other is going to come down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that. And that's their movement complete. So into the combat phase. So we have these guys here. Now he's there for a 6. And they've got 2, 5, 8, which would be a 1-to-1, 1-to-2 because we have the elite. So that's not going to happen. But that's his only real chance of trying to get out of there, which is the thing, because he's going to be isolated now. So what's he going to look at a 1-to-2? He's looking at an A1 for first 3, an exchange, an A1 DR2, or a DR2. So no matter what, he's going to lose a unit unless he rolls a 6. So he's better off tying units up there at the moment and trying to get through attritional stuff rather than anything else. Down this way, he can't do anything. Yeah, we've got a whole 2 attack points there, not going to happen. A whole 4 there, a whole 3 there, so that's not going to do anything. These guys would be, this guy would be doubled with them coming across the river, so that's no good. Coming down here again, coming across rivers is no good. Here, these are too heavy for him. That's 10 there, that's 7, 14 there. Yeah, they're all too heavy. So there's not going to be any Soviet combat. So recovery, we can get rid of this disrupted. We've got the disrupted down the other end as well, which we'll remove along with that one. And our replacement marker on the NKVD. Go back over there. Nothing else I don't think I've missed. No. Okay. So no railheads to move. Supply status. Okay, so this guy at the moment is out of supply. Now, these guys are all good. Okay, now this guy here can go 1, 2, 3 through one zone of control. Out, out, and out. Same with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then trace the route out. This guy's the same. This guy is out of supply. All good. Coming down this way, they're all on the other side of the river, so they're all good. He can go straight back onto this road and out. Same with him. You can trace it out through that way and out, and they're all fine as well. So we just have the 2 out of supply units at the moment, and that's that. So no isolation attrition and no SPs to spend for flipping good order units. And that is the end of turn 2. So next turn, turn 3, we're looking at trying to have 2 VPs. So we've had our 1 that we needed for last time. Trying to pick up another one will be interesting. We've still bogged down to in the sort of the centre and the south. We've pushed back this way, but there's a lot of troops there on the other side of the river, and we're going to have to try and get around them all this way. So this is their, like I said, their 2nd line of defence, now their 3rd line of defence on the Don. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah, and the south is just a very hard one to do. It's a very spread out sort of region, and there's just a lot of units there at the moment. So thank you once again for watching. I'll put this up before I go any further, and if I've made any serious errors again, you can let me know. But hopefully it's not too bad. So take care, be good, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.